Hi, John. Good morning.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Uh,
And
Can, can you
congratulations,
hear me?
sir.
Thank you, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you very much. It was a surprise. Haven't really thought about it. It was also never introduced. The idea, it was never introduced to me. But yeah, new responsibilities. Um, yeah, thank you very much. So I'll be just on standby, John, waiting for the others.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I'll just get some water. Yep. Hi, Grace. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep. How are you? You're the first
Or I
one.
guess it's what is it there? Midnight there for you guys?
Yeah, it's midnight. 12, currently 12:07 a.m.
Oh, hold on. Stubbed my toe on the couch, but I didn't realize it's bleeding bad. One sec.
Okay, okay, okay. No problem. Hi, Hasiba. Welcome to the meeting.
Hello, everyone. Thank you.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hello.
awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
How's your weekend, Hasiba? I know it just started. Um, how was the
Um.
day?
Yeah. We have very warm weather today.
Oh,
Like today's so hot. Busy with kids and family.
oh, oh,
Yeah.
nice, nice. Maximize the time during the weekend. Um, it's just fast, right?
Yeah.
Weekends are very fast, especially if you have kids. It just goes away really, really fast. Um,
Yeah.
hmm, I think we can start now. Um, I had a call with
Sorry, I
Jeff.
was late.
No, no, no worries. I had a call with Jeff. I think last Wednesday, and he shared to me his experience during his first week with Sony, and yeah, I'm just very proud. Um, hopefully he can join for today's session because Power BI is really something that's very in demand in the industry. So for today's session, my focus would be data analytics expression in Power BI. I think you get enough practice with John during the labs in terms of the visualization. So I would be focusing more on the more complicated stuff. But maybe to start first, you are wondering why there's a need to study data analytics expression. Why is it that uh, we can't just rely on the base values of the variables, like um, the values that are present when you open Power BI and you import your data set? Why can't we just based on that? Well, the reason for that is there are visualizations such as, for example, gauge chart that would really require you to do um, DAX computation. It's not complex. Like um, you just need to create like a target value in order to um, incorporate that in the gauge chart. Now, to give you um, say a preview of what I was talking about, um, I think hopefully you can see my screen. So okay, so suppose that can you see my Power BI window?
Yes.
Okay, so suppose that you want to use this gauge chart. So this gauge chart is typically um, used whenever you want to identify the status versus the goal. And say you have sales. Now let's look into the sales table and maybe get the sum of sales. And see. So at the default of the gauge chart, whenever you put any value in there, it will just be like half. The reason for that is this total value is equivalent to twice the current value of whatever variable you put in there. So what if your target is just like 40 million, right? 40 million instead of 74 million. How can you do that? So one way to do that is to write a data analytics expression that would create that value for you, and then you can use that in order to have that maximum value in here. So let's do that. So I will be creating that new measure through data analytics expression. So I'll be needing to code. So that would be this target value, say, so that is say 40 million, 400, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this value now, I can use that in order to um, change this target right here, right? So I can rename this now as my target measure. Oh, it's already used in the other table. So let me change that. So I can now put it in the maximum value. So now it is not just always half of the variable that I selected. So this is typical. Okay, this is one of the typical use of data analytics expression. It allows you to get more into the granularity of the data set, and it would give you more hierarchical view in your data visualization. So this is the gauge chart, and this is the typical route that you need to do in order to set up one. So in this value tab, that's where you put the variable that you want to create um, a gauge chart from. And in order to set up the values, you need to define, okay, what is that value? Because if you don't, it will always be like this. The target would always be twice of the current value of your variable. Okay. And aside from that, you can use data analytics expression in order to um, model more complex relationships in your model view. Remember the star schema that we talked about before. So this is a star schema for this Contoso sales report data set in which we have a product table that is connected to a subcategory product table, and then ultimately on a product category table. Now, these are connected by different primary keys and foreign keys. Okay, if you remember the idea. So this product table has a many to one relationship with the product subcategory, and the product subcategory has many to many to one relationship with the product category. Okay. And the reason for that, you might be asking yourself, Jeff, even if we don't connect, even if we don't create a star schema for our tables in Power BI, it's still possible for us to create an interactive chart. The answer to that is yes. However, um, if if you don't define a star schema, or if you don't take advantage of the relationship between the tables, you cannot do a much leveled filter, a much more targeted filter for your data set. And aside from that, there's a possibility of duplicates if one record exists in another table and it's also existing on the other. So we want to avoid that by defining a star schema, um, by defining relationships with these tables that you are working on in Power BI. So later on, we'll have that opportunity to create our own schematic diagram and define relationship. But basically, once you go to the model view, you can find the manage relationship here. And when you click that with a recent update of Power BI, it doesn't look like this before. With the recent update, you have the auto detect in here that would automatically look for existing relationship between your tables. But if well, oftentimes this doesn't work. You have to define it manually. So this is the button in which you need to click in order to define um, the relationships between the tables. So we'll have a separate discussion on that after we have finished our discussion with um, data analytics expression. Yep. So this will be probably our final discussion on Monday. Um, how to create a star schema, how to define a relationship between tables, and so on. What are the things that we need to avoid, and things like that. Now, moving forward here, you have here a publish button. So before you asked me, how can we how can we show the dashboard? How can we present it? And the answer is through this publish button. So once you click that, like for example, if I have here, suppose an existing dashboard, when I click on publish, it would save the report, okay, and then it will require you to sign into your Microsoft account, okay. So if you're signed out, this would be a different window. It will have a prompt that would require you to sign in your Microsoft account. Now, once you signed in, this window will appear and you will see my workspace in here. So you can click on that, select, okay, and Power BI will be published online. And there you have the ability to create embeddings. Okay, I'll show it to you. Those embeddings can be embedded to um, an HTML document, in a website that could be used in order to create PowerPoint presentations and incorporate your Power BI dashboard there. Let me show it to you. Let's just wait for this. It typically takes time. So recently, I did this. Well, early yesterday your time. We had an all hands meeting with all of the employees of Skillspire and Skillspire Foundation, and I I crafted a dashboard, embedded it in Microsoft PowerPoint presentation so that the charts are interactive, unlike Microsoft Excel that is just static. So I think it's taking longer time than usual to publish this one. Okay, can you still hear me? I just want to make sure that I'm not disconnected. Okay, okay. Thank you very much, Grace. Hmm, interesting. It's taking longer than usual. Maybe let me try. Hmm, maybe let's wait for a minute more. Okay, there we go. So they say patience is a virtue, and yeah, it is. Okay. Um, so once you click that, it would open Microsoft Fabric, and that would be this prompt to log into your account, and you can find your report in here, and you can download it as a PDF file. But when you do that, it would be static. You would lose functionality, like when you cannot do this interactive thing of looking into different subsections of your report. Um, so what you can do with this is, if you want to export it and use it in PowerPoint, let me see. Like for example, in this one, we can insert title and content, and then click on Power BI. Let's put my dashboard there. So once you click this, insert Power BI, there would be a prompt to log into your account, and you just have to. Mine is already logged in, so you can just click on which specific um, dashboard you want to embed with your slides. And again, it's awesome because you can have the interactivity of Power BI with your PowerPoint presentation. They can seamlessly work because this software are made by the same company, so they made it that way. So if I would be presenting this from the current slide, let me change um, the way that I'm presenting to. So if I present my third screen, you would see it like this. Okay. And as you can see, it has live data with it. It also shows the last time that it was updated. So anytime you can refresh it. So you have those functionalities in here. You can refresh the data. Once you click that, if ever you have any updates with your data, it will be incorporated to this dashboard. What other else? Again, the interactivity is what we want with the Power BI dashboard, and that's something that's really awesome when you do presentation with PowerPoint. So they did a good job of really um, integrating the two together. But this one would actually increase the memory requirement for your file. So I think it's a case to case basis. It depends on how your dashboard looks like. If it contains so many elements and heavy on formatting, then it would really take up space. But yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you embed it with PowerPoint presentation. And what other else? I wish I have a Google slide here or Google site. So pretty much the same process. What you have to do is to generate an embedding. Let me show you. Let me just close this one and go back here. Okay, I'm working on three three different screens, and I have to switch to the other. So hopefully you can see my screen again now. You can um let me see. You can embed this. Uh, I think I forgot the location of that option. There we go. So you can generate a QR code for it, which is pretty awesome. You can share this to your colleagues, and they can just scan this, and they would have access to your Power BI dashboard. It would also have its interactivity. They can navigate through the different filters of your report, which is pretty awesome. I mean, this QR code contains all of the information that they need in order to access your report. And aside from that, this embedding report, you can embed it to your website. As much as I want to show you my website, it's not yet complete. So, but if you have a Google Sites, let me see. If you have a Google Sites account, you can embed it there. So it will be like a form of an HTML embedding, and you can showcase it to your future employers, like um, show them the different dashboards that you have created in the past. That would be pretty awesome, and it would be definitely a plus for you. Let me see. I want to see copy and then include here this one. There we go. Are you? Oh, no. I think you're not the screen. Let me do it again. So this is a power. Oh, no. This is Google Sites that would allow you to create your own website. Okay, you just have to purchase your own domain if you wanted to have like a unique name without the Google site in it. Now you will be needing to, just for the sake of discussion, I'll be using this portion of this website. Now there is this option right here to embed. Click on that. Now earlier we have copied this. Okay, You can find it again here in the file option and then embed report, website, or portal. You can find that link uh, to be pasted on this area right here. And then once you have that, it will have access. The connection will be established with your website and also Power BI. So quick insert and then presto, you can now showcase your Power BI report. Okay, it asks for like a sign in. Um, hmm, yeah, it's lagging, but um, can it be clicked? Hmm, let me do it again. Um, why is it asking for? Let me try the HTML code. There we go. The correct one. Let's wait. Hmm, let's do it again right here. Hmm, yeah, I wonder why it asks for like a sign in. Hmm. I'm thinking if it, like for example, you publish it, if it would appear automatically here. Oh, it's still a sign in option. Yeah, I think so. Hmm. Let us see. Yeah, I think yeah, this works now. So it has to be published, and there we go. There we go. It works now. So after it's been published, then you have to sign in your account, which is weird. Well, I realize now this is Google. That's why there's no automatic established link between them because Power BI is Microsoft. So I think it's like a security thing. But there we go. It works. Now that's how you can showcase your projects, your dashboard. You can put it in your Google Slides and just share the link to them. There's also a way for you to share this via GitHub. But I feel that this is more um, it's better here. It's better to showcase your projects in here. Let me show you what my previous student uh, was able to come up with. Um, I forgot the length of his of her project or Google site. But anyway, she created she created a website containing all of the projects, even the coding examples that she did. I think she has taken like 3 courses with Skillspire, and all of those courses, all of the assessments and exercises, she put all of them in in one Google Sites, and it was really good. So I suggest you do the same if you have the time. So you can just create your account with Google Sites, and then you can start um, developing your website, portfolio website. So yep, that's how you do it. Um, you can also share this, like if, for example, you want it to be viewed by the others, you can generate that link and share this link to them. And I haven't tried this chat in Teams because usually I just share them the link. Um, but I suppose that hmm, this would share the Power BI to your contacts in Microsoft Teams. I don't want to do that. So for me, this share link is is a better one. Mm, okay, so that's how you publish a report. You can download it as a desktop file for a report builder. I think some of you before downloaded this report builder, Power BI report builder. Um, and so many things here. So anyway, yeah, that's how you do it. I think um, Grace asked it before how to publish it. So there you go. You can just
Uh,
explore these functionalities here. Yep, Hasiba.
Excuse me. Can we publish or share on LinkedIn as well?
Yes, definitely. Yes, you can do
Okay.
that. You just have to generate this embeddings, this URL, and then write a post in LinkedIn, and they would be able to see it. Yeah, that's a great idea. So that you can start showcasing your Power BI report. And hmm, now how to fetch live data, right? How to have this pipeline so that your Power BI dashboard will be continuously updating. Like for example, every new sales that are coming, your Power BI dashboard would be updated if the sales would be coming from like multiple data sources, like one shop coming from like um, Seattle, the other shop coming from like um, Pennsylvania, so something like that. Um, you have to set up your OneDrive so that you have this. For example, you decided to use a spreadsheet for it. And that spreadsheet must be connected to your Power BI as a data source. And once you establish that connection, the only thing that you have to do is to actually just go here and then refresh data. So it would automatically update all of the values in here um, based on the most recent update in your data. Now, now that I think about it, hmm, I actually did an example before in which I scraped a live data from a weather company. Do you remember that, John? Um, I think I still have the sub keys in here. Let me see. I just want to show you how it looks like when Power BI is being fed by live data every second or every minute. Um, I think I have the yeah, I still have the keys. Let's try. Um, so we go to get data. Now it looks different from before. Um, do you remember, John, the media that we used to fetch in live data for temperature?
I can't remember it, sir.
You can't remember? Let me see. My memory is not telling me anything. Um, yes, I have the keys. I forgot the data specific data source here. PubNub. PubNub. Do we have it here? We doesn't have that. Uh, Let me just browse. Maybe something would trigger my memory. Uh, I want to show you that you don't have to like click refresh every time here, but you have to um like put your data in. Is this that one? Um, no, I don't think so. Doesn't and it doesn't. Um, the data. Let's see. Yeah, it's PubNub data stream. Web. Hmm. Let's go. URL. Let me see. Let me try this one. Oh, yeah. Connect data. Um, let's see. I hope it works. Let me try it again. No, 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 no. Web. This one. Hmm. Interesting. Channel name. Yeah, let's try this the last time. Uh, Sub key channel name. One last time. sub key would be this one. Sub key. Publish sub key channel name. Okay, let's try this one. Uh, yeah, it opened it. Um, this is not what I want. Hmm. Yeah, before there's a pub nub option here. It seems that Power BI already removed it. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, with the live data, what you can just do is for the different data sources like um Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, whenever new updates are available, you can just refresh your tables right here. So you don't have to redo everything from the scratch. Once you hit refresh, everything would be updated in your report. You just have to be careful not to change the column names, because once you change the column names or you reduce the columns that you have originally, that would be that would be resulting it would be resulting to an error, because Power BI would specifically look for inputs from those columns that you have initially. So if you would not be using those columns, then just retain them. It won't really matter. Just make sure that the number of columns that you crafted your dashboard would be the same as with the number of columns um, of that would be pushed in every updates. Okay, so yeah, I think we have gone through all of the things related to publishing. Now let's go back to Power BI DAX. Okay, let's go back here because this is the main agenda for today's meeting. Let me switch again to a different window. Any questions from the group? Anything that you want to clarify? None? Okay. So yeah, again, Power BI DAX is well, we are the power of Power BI lies. So it gives us so much flexibility to manipulate our columns, to create more measures that we can directly use for visualization, or we can use um, to manipulate our columns. So we have already discussed this different applications of Power BI DAX, time intelligence functions, filtering and slicing, and creating KPIs. I think most of the time we'll be using DAX for this, filtering and slicing data. So yeah, we'll have examples for each. And of course, managing relationship. Although um, in practice, you would rarely use DAX to manage relationships because most of the things that you need are already present in the managed relationship, or um, in the model view. of Power BI. So maybe, let me think of a certain scenario that you would be needing to do DAX. Hmm. I think I haven't yet like not one scenario has yet forced me to use Power BI DAX in order to manage relationship. So I think it will be very rare. It will be very rare to use DAX in managing relationship because um it's just in there. The functionalities of the model view would actually give you everything that you need to define a star schema. So, but at least in the future, you know that it's possible. I think I have one example here regarding that. It's possible to manage relationship via DAX because everything that you're actually doing in Power BI under the hood is being run through DAX. Okay. So let's move on and let's do some practice with dataset. Now, what are the DAX that we would be using for measure? So we have the sum, we have the count, we have the average, we have the minimum, we have the maximum, we have the count rows, and divide. Now you might be thinking, Jeff, these are all in the suggest measure part in Power BI, right? Or suggested rather. When you go to the quick measure, you can find all of that, and the answer to that is yes. But in order for us to like build on a strong foundation, we need to know how to do this basic things like addition, right, and so on. So we will be doing it from scratch. It's like hard coding. Okay. So I want you to open your Power BI and do it together with me. So example one, calculate the total quantity sold. So for the pizza dataset, right? Let's open our pizza dataset. So let's go to file and then I'll be looking for it here. Do I have it here? No. So I'll be creating a new blank report for that. Um, let's see. Again, it's taking some time. Um, so you can find that on the link that I sent you before. Please let me know if you don't have it so that I can uh, paste it again. Um, it's really laggy.
Where is the link, Jeff?
In the chat box, Grace, but let me see if I can um, see it again. But if not, I'll be posting it one more time. Let me see, where is it? Oh yeah, this one. Up, Grace, please let me know if you can access it. I just replied to that link just now in the chat box. Um, yeah, data for class one. Is this the pizza data set? I think so. Let's
What file we will use, sir? The
the
pizza
pizza
dataset?
data set. Yeah, yeah. I think I renamed it. For some reason I could not remember the reason, but let me try. This is the pizza data set, right? Or this is the bakery? Yeah, this is the bakery one. This is not what I want. I wonder where I saved it. But I can download it again to avoid any issues. Yeah, this pizza data set is what I need. Download. So please let me know if you already have the data.
My screen looks like this. How do I upload a downloaded one again?
Grace, I'll stop sharing. Okay, can you share your screen? Once you click on the link to my drive, there should be an option to hmm, wait. I'm seeing your Power BI dashboard, like your Power BI window.
Yeah, that was my question. Was I have this screen that looks like yours, so how do I do a download upload?
Oh, okay. Can you go to the chat box, Grace? To the
I
Teams
have it
chat box?
downloaded.
Oh, now go to get data.
Huh?
Go to get data on the upper. Let's do it together. Yeah, go to get data, then Excel workbook.
Oh.
Yep. And then look for the location. Yeah, there we go. So this will be what you'll be using for our DAX practice. You just have to use the pizza underscore sales.
Get
Disregard that
data,
table one.
Excel.
Yeah. Just tick the box associated with pizza underscore sales. Just ignore the table one. We don't need that. And then load.
Transform.
No,
Or
no,
we're gonna
no.
load.
Load. Just load for now. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. And yep, this should be our starting point. Hasiba, are you on the same page? Oh, I
Yes.
just realized that it's 48,000 rows, John. Okay. It's 48,000 rows. It's sufficiently large. Okay, Grace, let me share my screen again. Okay, where is it? I'm getting confused with what which is which screen to be correctly shown. So yep, let me do it also at my end. Excel workbook. I've saved it in downloads. I have it here. I only need the pizza sales. Hit load. Then in order to visualize, right? In order to visualize, just let's go to model view, just to be familiarized, just to familiarize ourselves with the different variables that we have in this data set. Okay. Um, so we have the order details ID, the order ID. So this is just one table. This is just one table. We have the pizza ID. So this is like Thai chicken, I guess. And let's see. Let's see the other ID here. Barbecue chicken, right? California. I guess California chicken and so on. So we have the quantity right here, the order date, the order time, the unit price, total price, This is a clean data set, right? This is a clean data set, and from itself, we can actually generate good visualization from it, from the base form. So let's write this DAX that we need for the total quantity sold. So how do we do this? So here is the structure for the code. So this would be the name of the measure. So total quantity sold, that would be equal to the sum. This will be your table name that must be closed with single quotation marks, and then quantity. So let's verify if we have those columns. So we have the quantity right there, right? So let's do it. So new measure. So with this measure, we'll call it total quantity sold. Total quantity sold. That would be sum of which, sum of our table name, which is pizza sales, and should not be square brackets. Why did I use square brackets in there? That's why it's not appearing. Pizza sales, then quantity, right? So let's hit that with an enter, and then it's not even asking the
Jesus.
table name to be closing quotation marks. Let me try adding on if it would give an error. Yeah, with the recent update, even if you don't put the single quotation marks, it won't throw us any error, which is kind of good because before that's my common source of error. So good thing for us. Now we have applied the sum function now to create a total quantity sold. So that can be now used in our visualization. Now I want you to think, what should be the best visualization if we're only speaking about the total quantity sold? We're not talking about any other related category such as like
Card?
uh, exactly card is the best for this one. Yep, perfect. So card would give you that value, which is very informative. Like most of the time as business owners, as managers, we're looking into these figures from the specific key performance indicators that we are tracking. So a card is perfect for this one. So that's how you use sum. Sum is a simple measure, but a very useful one. Now let's move on and proceed to the next one. The next that we will be talking about is the count. So let's count the number of orders. How many orders are there? By the way, this is similar to your final exam in Power BI, right, John? There are guided questions such as
Yes.
this. How many orders were there? But in terms of, was it pizza? Pizza sales data?
Yes. And there
Or
are
the
four
figure?
tables.
4 tables instead of
Yes.
just one. Um, yeah, I can't recall why do we have 4 tables there? 2019, 2020, 2021?
I know. The order details is a different table from
Separated.
the
Ah,
yes.
yeah, we intended that because of the model view,
Yes.
model
Model view.
definition, right? In
Yes.
order for them to have an experience on connecting and building a star schema. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me that. So this is well easy. Um, this would give us the total number of orders. So let's go back to our Power BI window. Let's hit on new measure. So, so this measure would now be called total number of orders. That would be count of pizza sales order ID. Now the order ID is the one used because this is unique. It would actually give us the count of orders, right? Because it's unique. And again, similar with the first one, a card is best for this, so that it can give us an idea on how many orders are there, right? So there are 49 orders, 49,000 to be specific. And moving forward for number three, so this is your favorite from statistics and from Excel, the average. So as you can see, it's not really difficult for these basic ones, and I will not go through them one by one because what I want you to see is the structure. The structure is after the function, you have your table name. And with the most recent update of Power BI, it doesn't need to be enclosed with single quotation marks. But even if you do, it would not be um, it would not throw you an error, right? So to reduce your time for writing the thing, you can just refer to it automatically. Yep, Grace.
Um, is this considered the DAX of Power BI?
Yes,
This is not. This is
this
DAX
is
writing measures
this
and
is
stuff.
DAX. Yes,
Okay.
writing measures, writing um tables, computed tables. This is considered DAX. But of course, the level in which we're doing it is introductory at this point, right? We just need to be familiar in how to do it. Even if you do it here, in this window, although this is a new one, um, we will have this evaluate function later. It's like top 100. Mm, let's try running this one. Before you cannot find this. You cannot find this window, and it's good that they did it like a dedicated window for it. So this is the top 1,000 order in terms of pizza sales. So it's like ordered from like in SQL we do have the um, order by like descending from highest to lowest. But here we can actually look at like top 10 of this one. So yep. Um, hmm, let me see. Um, yeah, table order by um, let's see. Can do here is pizza sales. Um, not order ID, but the amount is what I'm thinking. Unit price would be the same. Mm. Let's try quantity. Pretty sure that it's not just one across everything. Pizza sales quantity, and then it would be descending. Yeah, let's try running this one. So in terms of pizza sales, so it seems like the max is actually um 3. Let's try doing that. Evaluate max. No, no, no. Max pizza sales quantity. Sales quantity. Let's try doing that. Hmm. Where the expression is better. Ah, no, I forgot the tab right. Pizza sales. What's wrong with it? Um, wait. This should be running. Evaluate. Query time on expression. The expression specifies the query is not a valid table expression. It is. Max pizza sales quantity. What am I missing? Is it Maxen? Yeah, let's try Maxen. No, 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 no. Maxen table expression. Oh wait. Yeah, this is correct. Max and pizza sales. What was it again? That quantity? Just to verify that 3 is the highest. Quantity pizza sales. Quantity pizza sales quantity. Pizza sales. Pizza sales. What's wrong with it? I think. What am I missing here? Query 110 field. It's not a valid table variable or functioning. Max. Yeah, it's not working either here. Max Pizza sales or pizza sales quantity. This is 3 here. Right. A 4. 4 is the maximum. Or does it show it here? It's only 4 here. Oh, there we go. The 4. Top 10 pizza sales quantity as should be arranged by descending order. Hmm. I was expecting that this should be shown first. Like this is supposed to be a descending by the quantity from this pizza sales table. Let me see. Hmm. Descending. Yeah, but why is it like that? Descending. Yeah, something's not right with this because um with the DAX that we have here, it is supposed to arrange the order of the first 10 observations similar to when we order rows in SQL. That is, this must be shown first, the ones with the 4 because they are the highest. But for some reason it's not working like that. Hmm. Let me look for other way. Um, let's try changing it to say top 5. Hmm. So yep, this is a new window. We don't have that. We don't have this window before. So with DAX before, you'll be just writing it here directly. Um, I might be missing something here, but let me look for something. Oh, yeah, it's still the same. So yeah, anyway, I'm actually clueless why it doesn't function based on its intended function here. This is supposed to show the highest first, then followed by the 5 quantities, but it seems like it's not working that way. So again, to be completely honest with you, this is the first time that I worked with this window in Power BI in terms of DAX. Before in the past, everything uh when I do DAX is in this window directly with measures or with columns. So I haven't really messed up with this window yet. I think I need to explore more about this. Maybe there's something that I don't know yet um about this window. Hmm. So anyway, let's keep moving forward here. Um, let's go back here. So with the average, I'll not go through this because this is just the same structure. If you want to know, for example, the average unit price, you don't have to go back to Microsoft Excel to do the computations. You can just use DAX directly so that you can compute for that number with your Power BI. You don't have to switch back to Excel and then do the computation there. Then with min, this is the one that I want to do earlier, but this min and max, this is just for single values. The one that we're doing earlier with the n in it would be for tables, for when you have rows and you want to see like specific number of rows. Yeah. Now that I think about it, why did I use max in there when it is just supposed to be like a single value? So it is just needed to be just max in that case. So min and max will just give you, for example, one of the question was on the form say, what is the maximum or the highest or the most expensive pizza, okay, in your product line. So you can use the max function there to identify which pizza it is and what specific amount that most expensive pizza is. The min, on the other hand, what question you can ask with this is the cheapest one, right? So pretty basic questions, but those are important ones. And then here you can do count rows um, when, like for example, you know how many you need to know how many observations are there for some reason. Then you can use count rows for that matter. And here, let's see this. So example 7 is calculate the average unit price per quantity sold and handle potential division by zero. So because why do you think that we have to handle a potential division by zero? So this is hierarchical in nature, right? We want to see the average unit price per quantity sold. So this is something that you can only do with DAX in Power BI. Now, going back to my question again, why do you think that we need to have a way to potentially handle zero or division by zero? Any idea from the group?
Um, some rows will be zero. Oh wait, can it be
Yeah.
zero of
Well,
quantity sold?
theoretically, it could be, but practically, it should not, right? If you have
Yeah,
if
but
you
like
have
in
an
this example, I guess, right? In terms of quantity
yeah,
sold. But what if it's a different data set? You may have a zero in your
you may
data.
have a zero. Exactly, exactly. So, why is it that we're avoiding division by zero? Because in mathematics, well, there are so many issues when we do that, right? So, but the main reason for that is that there could potentially be rows that are zero, and in order for us to somehow skip those with zero, is we'll just add zero at the end right here. So in doing that, whenever we encounter um, a total quantity sold that is zero, then um, it will not be an issue for us. We'll just keep it. Okay. So let's try rating it in here. Again, I'll not be messing with this thing. I'm still um, not experienced with this window right here. I wonder if this would allow us to create. Can I create measures here? Not really sure. My measure. Let's try. Let me first mess up with this very quickly. But I will not be wasting your time if I can figure it out. My measure is equal to say average of my sales sales quantity. I think not. I think it won't allow measures here. Yeah. Hmm. Let's see. Um, hmm. Yeah, I don't know. There's a specific format for this part right here, and even measures are not really accommodated. So I will not be messing with it. Okay. Let's move back here. So let's create that new measure. I need to educate myself about this window. So let's write that average unit. We need to know the average unit price per quantity. So that would be equal to divide the average unit price. Do we have that already? I think not. So we will be applying it directly here. Average average unit price. Unit price. Where is that? I'm getting dizzy with that. There we go. Unit price. This would be this will be a bit complicated as compared to the one that you saw in the slides because we don't have any value yet equivalent to average unit price. So we'll be computing it on the fly. And then we have total quantity sold, which is uh, here. We've already computed that. And then accommodate zero by um, accommodate dividing by zero, but just putting zero at the end. So this would give us this new measure, which is an average unit price per quantity. There's no other way for you to do this. So if it asks specifically a question such as that, like a different granularity of your data, you have to do it through DAX. It's very, let me see, change the values here. Mhm. Values here. Um, general visual. Where is it? Properties. Position. Defense option. Hmm. Average unit price per quantity. Did we get that correctly? Average. Divide average pizza. Pizza sales unit price. Okay. Pizza sales total quantity
I think,
sold.
sir, it's correct, sir.
Is it
However,
correct?
the answer is so small because we are dividing the average by a very big
Um,
number.
let me see. Yeah, I was looking for the adding of like more decimal places, and I can
Decimals.
seem to yeah, I can seem to find it. Let me see. Uh,
Visuals and then call out
visuals.
value.
Is it on callout values?
Yes, and then
Callout
call out
values.
value and then the first part, sir. There is value decimal places there
Not
under the fonts.
seeing it.
Where
Um,
is it?
I'm not seeing it for some reason.
Wait.
Uh,
I think transparency.
um, yeah, wait.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, the transparency would be just the color, the transparency of the like the value. Okay, let me
It's
think. Okay.
it's odd, sir, because on my end it looks like this. Like there are only two choices.
Can you show? I think this new version of Power BI is just something. I don't. It is supposed to be in the visual. Like you can set there the number of decimal places, but um, where is it?
So this is the card, and then
Hmm.
under the format your
Or
visual, I have
visual.
the call out value. And then
Yeah.
automatically I have here the value decimal
I don't
places.
have that. Okay. Let me think.
Okay,
Mm,
sir.
have you updated your Power BI yet,
Yes, yes.
John?
On the I updated that on the Microsoft Store.
Hi, Najib.
This is so weird. Let me think. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. But can you check Grace and Hasiba if you have the same like options as with John's, like the number of decimal places? Can you show it again, John? Yeah, I'm very sorry. My Power BI is just I don't know. This is just updated, so we should have the same like
Format your visual and
version.
then only two
Yeah.
choices.
Only two choices.
Yes. Call out value and then yep,
I have
that's it.
five.
that's that's also what I saw, sir. On your
Yeah.
end. There are five choices.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
have decimal.
you have decimal? Hmm.
Display units and then value decimal places auto. Text wrap source
Yeah.
spacing.
So mine is just. Do you have the Copilot thing, John, at the upper right
Yes.
after the publish? Hmm.
Copilot.
Yeah, probably because this is not. This is the new card that I chose. Maybe let's try the old card.
Probably, sir.
The
Probably.
old card. Yeah, probably. I don't have this. I don't. I have now the same like the same thing as what you have. Now this is a small value, which is wrong in terms of computation, right? If we want to
Yes.
know The
By the way,
average unit
Jer,
price,
like
right?
it's because we divided the average, like it is a very small number, and then
Mhm.
we divided it on the on a big value. So in my
The
end,
total quantity sold, right?
yes, I
Yeah,
sum it before I divide it on the total quantity sold. So instead of using the average, I used sum, and I
the
get
sum of average.
16.
Yeah. It should be something. I think the correct answer is 16 point something. I think we've run this before. Let me go back there and show you what we were talking about. So this thing right here, if we just do it here, let's just focus on the thinking, right? Um, so we are dividing an average unit price. If you compute for an average unit price of everything, of all the prices, it would be just like around maybe less than $20, right? We can actually compute it.
16.5.
16.5. Yeah. Let's try computing for that. I think it warrants a discussion. Yep. So average unit price will be just average of the unit price. It's just a small value, right? If we look into that, it should be less than 20 if I can remember it correctly. And then let's use the old card. Yeah, it's 16.49. Now, what we're actually doing with this, that's why it resulted to a very low number, is we are dividing that 16.49 with the total quantity sold. Now, if you look into the total quantity sold, it is 50,000, right? So you're dividing 16 by 15,000. Now, in order to eliminate that, what we have to do is to sum up the average unit prices, right? And then do the division. So in that way, we'll be able to get the correct answer for this. So let's do that. Let's edit the measure that we did earlier. So in order to edit a measure, you just have to click that measure and then edit, edit, edit. Where is that edit thing? Yeah, it should be here, the model view. So it would be sum of the average. Now, right, where's the error? Extra. Okay. Hmm. Or we have to change this to average unit price. Unit price. No. You need to sum this, right?
Yes,
In
yes,
that
sir.
way, yeah. Not sum the average price, because the average price is just a single figure. Now the card must now be updated on the record. Now this is the correct one. This is the correct one, right? So yep, that's the reason why we have a very small value earlier. Okay. Now moving forward.
Can you please
Uh,
hold on? I need to check
yep, sure.
the average. No, on
Yeah.
the other page.
Yeah. This is the formula. Let me switch back
Invoice.
to that. Yeah, is the sum of the pizza sales unit prices. It would be row by row. You get the sum, and then you're dividing it by the pizza sales quantity, total quantity sold. So now the figure that is resulting from this is actually realistic. So that's the average unit price per quantity.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So the quantity, well, it's realistic because why I was able to say that is because when we look at the maximum units sold before, it's just like four, right? Four, three, and two. So it won't really fluctuate that much. So whenever you have that um, small figure, it tends to be homogeneous. So the value of the sum, or rather the average per unit quantity sold would still be near this average unit price. So we have expected that. So moving forward, okay, um, maybe for the
Take shower so that we don't get wet again.
benefit of
Why am
discussion,
I
we can
showering again?
let's
I just
try
showered last night.
um let's try removing the zero and let's see if there would be issues. But I suppose there are no zero total quantity sold here, so I think it would still be the same. Yeah, it did not change, right? It's still 16.167 earlier. So it's still the same. It's still the same.
So mine is showing 16.18.
1.8, it's just rounded out. If you increase
Oh,
the number of decimal places, if I go to visuals and call out value, it would, like, if I just do it like whole numbers, then it would just be 16, and then two decimal places would be 16.18, which is probably similar with yours, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Now moving forward, yeah, let's move to the next DAX that we have. So we have the filter functions here. This would be create a measure that calculates the total quantity sold for a specific pizza category. So this we will be filtering out those that are only classic, right? So we will be using the filter function here. Um, hmm, let's apply this one. This is quite interesting. Let's create that new measure. Um, hmm, this would be total quantity pizza category, which is equal to calculate um, total quantity sold, and then it will be filtering. So we only want those that are equivalent to pizza category. Um, Pizza category equals classic. So that's what we want to pull from here, right? Let me see. So from the total quantity sold, that's what we want, but only for when the pizza category is equal to classic, right? Let's see how many um classic pizza
It's
um
a category.
pizzas are there. Let's see. Again, I'll try to mess it with this filter. Your table name would be pizza sales, and then pizza sales category pizza category
Hey,
classic.
Jeff,
Yep.
when you write this formula, you have to do the table name and then the table name with the column name after a
Uh,
comma.
which one?
Right there, filter pizza sales,
Yeah,
which
with
is
the
the table,
comma.
right? And then you do
Yeah,
table and
for
column
the
again.
column. Yeah, for the column. But basically, this is similar to when you're just referring to the column here, uh, Grace.
But why do we have to repeat the table name when it's already done so
That's
in
a
the
good
first
point.
part?
That's a good point. Hmm,
You're saying from this table, this
it's a
column, right? And so
category.
you have
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of repetitive.
Yeah, but it's just how DAX works. I guess it won't allow you to just refer to the actual column alone. So you have to go through
I guess maybe
the
if you
table.
do have the different tables, different sheets, and you may have columns with the same
Mm,
name, but still, actually,
yeah. I got your point. Let me think. Let me think.
could still do table reference and then column reference.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let me just put it back and let's. I think that warrants a discussion. So here, the filter function gets the table and gets the column of that table. Supposedly, you don't need to refer to the pizza sales because it's already identified here, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the redundancy that you're pointing out. Hmm. Well, let me think. We can try, but I doubt this would work. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't want that. So if we try removing the reference to the table, it just hmm, let me see the filter function documentation.
See, John put something. I don't know if I fully
Yep,
understand this. It's for measures.
John, let me see.
Table name bracket. It's a sales bracket is for column.
Yeah, it's for measures. Yeah, it's for the column, but the point here, John, is we already referred to the pizza sales here. This is the point that Grace is trying to highlight. When we're applying the filter function, we already referred to the table that we want to filter, right? However, if we already know that which table to work on, why do we have to refer to it again? Now, I know that this is the structure of Power BI DAX. Now, I want to know the answer to like why do you have to refer to it every now and then? Let me see the filter function in Power BI. Let's say Microsoft Learn. Because I kind of accepted it the way it is. Like you have the
And
filter right here.
yeah, and then for me, I just want to understand the structure, right? Because if you understand the structure,
Yeah.
you can write other formulas.
Exactly. You can make more complicated ones, well, higher level ones. So if we look at this, with the filter function, let's start focusing on this part. So we have now this filter and this table, right? This is the exact structure that we have. Now this filter here actually doesn't answer the thing. So a Boolean expression that is to be evaluated for each row of the table. For each row of the table. Now for the pizza category column, each row of that. So example would be amount greater than 0, region is equal to France. But it still did not answer why we have to refer to it again. Let's see.
See,
Yeah,
there it
even
is.
here,
Yeah, sales dirt.
internet
This is the
sales
old
list.
one with the quotation.
with a quotation.
Yes.
Yeah,
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 sales
yeah.
territory count.
Related. So this is a supposedly this is a related table. This is, I think, one of the example that like the scenario you were highlighting earlier. So this is the first table, and then you have a related table here, a sales territory, a sales territory table, and you're filtering it by United States if it's not equal to United States. But still, look at the structure, Grace. Still using the same table here. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the way it was. Uh, hmm, it was set up, which is I agree with you. It's kind of redundant in a way. Well, I can offer you one explanation to this. This part right here. Let me think of an analogy for that. Let's think about the where clause. Where clause. But with the where clause, we are only using the actual column names, right? We're not referring to the table names. John, do you have an answer for us? Any idea?
I searched some answers from ChatGPT and it just says that our
Structure?
BI docs our BI docs is built that way wherein it doesn't
Okay.
like ambiguity. Even though
Uh,
the column only exists in the table, you always
you
need
you have
to
to refer to the table.
refer to the
Yeah.
table.
Mm.
It is not smart enough like the SQL wherein, for example, you are using joins and if the
Yeah,
column
yeah,
only
yeah, yeah.
exists on one table,
You
you
don't
don't
have to
necessarily, yes,
specify. Yeah.
specify where
Mm.
table it is. But in
I
Power
think
BI docs,
I think it's
it
not
is,
that it's not smart enough. I think
yes,
it's just with Power BI, it's very common to work with multiple tables. So in order to avoid that
yes,
issue, that potential confusion working with so many tables, I think they just made it this way that you have to refer to the um, table
table.
every now and then. Yeah, because with multiple tables, like you have table one and table two, it is very possible to have the same column names. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just like what Grace mentioned, you can have the same product table from product table one and the same product table in table two. Now, I think the reason why it was set up like this is because of that, just to avoid the confusion of um, incorrectly referring to a certain table. Hmm. I think well, that's very reasonable for me. Imagine if you're working with like five different tables and
Yes, sir. That's also the response of ChatGPT.
chat
I
chat
posted on the
GPT.
box.
Yeah,
It
it's very
requires
reasonable to
explicit
think about that.
definitions to avoid
Mm,
ambiguity.
yeah. So yeah, I think that's very reasonable. That's well, Microsoft engineers are very brilliant. They could just make it the same way, in the same way how SQL works. But I think they found a value in setting it up like this. Even it's like um, additional work, I should say. But you have a tab. If you like put the table name and just hit tab, you can find the suggestions. I think it's not that bad at all. So yeah. So let's see. Let's see the result of this. So for the classic, um, let's see the number of sales from that. What did what did I what name did I use for it? Yeah, there are 15. No, let's try using different. Let's look at the pizza category. Let's try chicken. Okay. I think chicken is the most um I'm not sure, but it's like the most famous um chicken. Let's see if chicken outnumbers the units sold compared with the classic. It should be. I would be surprised if it doesn't. Oh no, what did I do? Oh wow, it's only 11K. So I was surprised, right? Chicken. It seems like chicken flavored pizza is not really is not really.
No, it's actually not common. Would be traditional. Would be like
Mm,
the cured meats from Italy.
yeah, from Italy. I think.
Yeah, you put
It,
pepperoni, salami,
mm,
sausage, like that.
now that I think about it, yeah, chicken pizza. I
It can
haven't
be
tried
very
anything.
good, but but yeah, it seems very like
It,
new.
it,
Like like if it's chicken and pesto sauce, that's very
Mm,
yeah,
good.
pesto
pesto
sauce.
sauce
And
is
then
really
like
good.
in in America they have like chicken and then the barbecue sauce. And so there's
But
definitely
I don't think
new concepts.
it Domino doesn't have that, right? Chicken flavored.
They'll likely have something barbecue.
Mm,
They have like also like chicken and a white sauce, like Alfredo sauce,
mm.
chicken ranch or something. So yeah, it's more popular, but not more popular than something traditional.
Yeah, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Now, I want to know like which category here has the highest. Yeah, I wish I could use the top N again. Um,
Somehow,
But
sir,
oh, I
in
meant to
answering
ask,
that,
so if we go to the,
yep.
couldn't we write the measure where it would show us the total, but we filtered based on the
Yes, we can do
category?
that. Yes.
Sorry. I
Yeah,
needed to think for a second.
we can do
We
that.
Yeah, and it'd be we use the category like a slicer, right? So
Um,
then each time we click on one, it gives us a new total rather than specifying which one in each formula in each
yeah.
like in each new measure. Can we do that?
Yeah, yeah, let's do that. So let's use the pizza category here. Wait. I'm still thinking about it, but I think that's very possible too. So let me just put these cards away. So I have pizza category that I want to be a sort of slicer, right? Wait. Quantity sold. Quantity sold. Where is that? Quantity sold.
total quantity sold.
Total quantity sold. I can't see it. Ah, there we go. Okay, this is total quantity sold, and I can use the slicer. That's one brilliant idea, I should say. Then we have
Pizza
pizza
category.
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 Where is it? Okay, there we go. Now, okay, let's see. I will be converting this to a card.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. We made it easy. Okay. That's Supreme. Supreme is uh, um good with 12,000 orders. Veggie is 12,000 also. I can.
Chicken is the lowest.
Okay. My thinking is flawed again. Okay. Let me try increasing the not the
When I
number of
was in
decimals.
a first grade in the
Mm,
Philippines there. And so
mm.
I had a shaky birthday at school, right?
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
second grade I was in the States and I was telling them, "Oh yeah, we eat octopus on our pizza." And everybody in America is like, "What did you just say?"
Well, it tastes great, right?
It is good with the
Yeah,
grilled octopus.
they're just not used to it, right?
Yeah.
In terms of taste, it definitely tastes good. Um,
Set into none, sir.
yeah, there we go,
Ah,
the non one. Okay, okay. So I want to see the specific differences. Oh wow, the classic is the top one. That's very interesting. The classic could be just the. I'm not sure. Not not really an expert on pizza, but yeah. So this is how you easily do it without even the DAX. But if, for example, you'll be pulling out with related table again, but everything that's, for example, when you use the pizza category here as a filter for or as a slicer for this one, what's going on under the hood is basically this. Okay, what's getting run to get that value is actually this DAX right here. So again, just like I said earlier, you doesn't really need um to use DAX for this one, but it's a good practice that we know because there might be some instances or scenario that you'd be needing to do it that way. But yeah, the question related to which pizza category is the most selling one, then it can be accomplished here for this
And then I
approach.
see there's a column pizza name. So there could be
Hmm.
even different types of pizzas that fall under classic. Different types of pizzas that fall under
Yeah.
chicken. Yeah.
Hmm. Let me see. That's a good. Although maybe we can look at it in like in a table because I believe that there are multiple. Um. Yeah, you're right.
So just
Yeah.
because classic is the highest, maybe there's even a specific pizza recipe that is actually more popular. It's just that the classic category has a lot
More.
of
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
options. Yeah.
Exactly. Let's say chicken. Or they're comparable. They have like almost the same number of different uh, types of pizza or um, menu. Yeah, they're almost comparable, Grace, in terms of number. So classic has like the second least number of options. Yeah, the supreme and the veggie. Hmm. Wow, Mediterranean pizza.
The four cheese pizza. So the veggie category is really just the non-meat
Yeah,
section.
non-meat. Yeah, yeah. Potentially different combinations of different vegetables, right? Spinach pizza.
See, even if there is no vegetable, is what I
Yeah,
mean.
what is that pizza again in Italy with just tomato on and like those green leaves? What do you call that?
Basil, the basil leaves, and
Basil
then just
leaves and
tomato, and
tomato.
then you put those white slice of the
Yeah,
round
yeah,
cheese, mozzarella, and
how
so
do you
that's
call
a
that?
margarita pizza.
Margarita. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that
My
one.
aunt Margarita, she puts anchovies in her margarita.
Anchovies. It
Yeah,
makes it extra special.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that you're able to put that salt and the umami, the
yeah,
protein, so
yeah,
she
yeah.
likes it.
Okay,
We're like,
I'm getting hungry. So
yeah.
let's move
You
on.
might be a good cook, and Greg. It looks like.
No, I'm just a
Yeah,
foodie.
yeah. Um. Well, they say that the language of love is food. So yeah, if you're good with cooking, then it's very
So how
easy
did
to.
you get the pizza name? Did you put it on a
I
card
used
and
the
just cooked it?
table. No, no,
A
no. I used the
table to
table. Yeah,
show
yeah.
distinct. Okay.
Yeah, I want to
Um,
I want to show you something interesting, like the key influencers. Like for example, I want to know. Let me just clean this up. I don't need the other cards. Like for example, I want to understand how the pizza sales are affected by the other factors. Let me clean this one right here. Um, maybe, yeah, the total quantity sold is one. And I want to explain it by pizza category. And it's running an analysis. No influencer found.
Which visual is this again? The one
This is Grace
next to the
influencers.
pie
Yeah. This
influence?
is key influencers. So
Okay.
basically, this allows us to look into the different factors that affect a certain variable. Um, Maybe let's say I want to highlight that one. Maybe in this Contoso sales report, I have it somewhere here. Yeah, this one. It looks like a decision tree, some sort of decision tree. But as you can see, if we have a sales amount here, it is primarily affected by computer sales, cameras. This is what I want to do with the pizza. Um, Let me see. Pizza size. No. Where is the sales? Um, hmm, Let me try unit total price. Let's see. Just want to highlight the power of that functionality.
This is really like I could already apply this to work because we
Hmm.
can be very interested in the patients who are readmitted to the hospital. And
And what are the
so
factors
what are the
that?
factors? Because then it's just kind of guessing like, oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see
yeah.
this a lot, and and but this really would be like, okay,
Y-
these are the
Yeah,
factors at play here.
yeah. So the factor in, for example, in explaining the total price in terms of pizza category is when the price is chicken, the average of total price increases by 1.59. However, when the pizza category is supreme, it is only increased by 0.97. Under the hood, we know how it came with this answer, right? It's just using regression analysis to do this kind of
Hmm.
prediction.
And all you put in
So
to look at was price and
price and
category.
pizza category. Yeah, I
Okay.
think we're very limited with this, with the data sets, with the variables that we have. I think the Contoso sales report is a much better example for this. Like with this data set, we have the sales amount right here, which is a column in the table, and we want to understand the sales amount by the product category. So you see here that when the product category is cameras and cam recorders, the average sales amount increases by this much, and so on. Now we can also do this one, which is the decomposition tree. Let's do it with the pizza so that we can also see that same um and the letters are too small. I'm having trouble identifying which one should be. Where is the category? There we go. Mm, Pizza category, right? There we go. So yeah. So basically, the with the total price of 870,860.05. So most of it came from 220 from classic, which is equivalent to 220,000 053. So you can what you can do with this is you can explain the composition of the totality based on the categories. Like we can
What if you
even
did order
put
time?
an
Can you do order
order
time with
time. I think I can
category?
add order time here. We can expand it further. Like yeah, why is it 31? Yeah, it is on day month. Yeah, December. Right. Maybe the better thing to add here would be the pizza
Yeah,
name is in
pizza
terms of
name.
order time because yeah, the pizza name. Mm, yeah, the classic deluxe is the under the classic group is the one with the highest number of orders. Now we can do the same for the supreme, the spicy Italian pizza. So this is very nice. I mean, if I can imagine it like if someone asks you, like in our case, the how I use this particular functionality is this. We have several offerings, right? We have full stack Python, we have IDA, we have Java and cloud computing. Now, for example, we have a total sales of 800 grand this past 2 quarters. Now, which part of that 800 grand was from, say, Java and cloud computing, or which among those courses are giving the highest revenue, right?
Jeff, when you did the high value, can you
Mhm.
go to that menu? How do you go to
Yep.
it and
I think this is just
plus?
referring to order. It's just how you would like the top the
Right, but
top
I was just
10.
saying, what are the other options to that?
Yeah, yeah. The pizza name will just be, I think, starting from the highest, which is, I think, equivalent to that um high 3 4. Let's see, 348. You want spicy Italian pizza? I think it's just the same. Yeah. So if you want it to be arranged in like descending or ascending order, you have this one. No. Um. Yeah, that's right. You'll be starting from like the bottom. But the default, of course, is you start with the largest and go to the lowest. But for some reason, you can do it starting from there, low value, and then going high. But you have this cursor right here, the scroll up, scroll down option to just change the view. This is very nice. I mean, this can really explain like an
Or it's
aggregated
nice.
value.
It would be nice to see, like, is there certain days of the week where you see certain types of pizza being
Pizza so
ordered
selling
more?
more. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, ordered more, or is
Uh,
meats more likely to go on the
no,
weekends,
I
or
will not
whatever,
do.
something.
I will not do that here. I think
Oh,
you can do that in like a line chart. That yeah. Let me show it to you. I'm thinking that it would be more effective if you just use line chart with that. Let's see. Order date would be the x-axis, and then I can have the pizza category or even the pizza name.
the name, yeah.
Yeah, we can have the pizza name in there. And let's say that I want it to be by days of the week. Yeah, you can easily do that like that. Or go to transform data, and I can actually change this to days of the week. Let's do that.
When it says, why is it only one line for count of pizza name? Is it counting a specific one, or that's a
It's
total of
only
all the
count.
pizzas?
Um, I think it's just the total. Yeah, we
17
can do a secondary y-axis or a legend for the pizza name, I think. Oh, it's very
There,
convoluted.
that
That.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I
it's
would
very
imagine. Like
convoluted.
each pizza has its own line.
Yeah, yeah. That because there's so many pizza names, right, for each of the category. I think it's better if we use the category instead as a legend here. There we go. So where's the chicken? Oh, yeah.
Light
Okay,
blue.
okay. I'm so why am I keep uh thinking about the
Price.
chicken? The classic is the highest one. Let me just change the format for the day. We can change that into day of the week. Where is that? Variable. Yeah, date time format. Yeah, there we go. Day of the week. And I want it to be text. Did I mess up with the order?
Do you have some kind of filter on your data? Because
Oh, not yet, not yet.
my
What
order
what's I
time
wanted.
column looks like that, but not the order date. It has the days of the week on mine.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, the order date is like just the same all throughout. Um, order date March 1. Yeah. Yeah, for the time, I think let's try doing that here. Day of, day of the week. 4. What I want to see would be like Monday, Tuesday. Um,
But even if you get that, because your whole data
huh.
set has 1/1/2015, it's not going to show us anything of a trend.
The reason for that is because we have like different times. Like this one is 2015, but the order was 11:38. So in terms of granularity, the time in between orders is just very slim. So that's the reason for that. All of this is like 2015. So in terms instead of that, I may want to like hmm, let's see. Um, let me see, Grace. What you have in there? Yeah, yeah. This is what is this a short like a short date format? I'm forgetting the format that I need to do with it. Is it Grace? Short
What do you mean short? I
uh
was just wondering why your order dates, they're all like on the same date, because then in this one, my
hmm.
column, it's separated, or it shows the day of the week and the different dates,
Hmm.
but your order date column doesn't have that. And if I look at your scroll bar, you have a minimized or filtered or thing data. So
Well, where is it? Where did you see it? Like minimize.
no, I'm saying like if I look at your scroll bar, the
Hmm.
data set that you have is not the full data set of the pizza sales,
Hmm.
right?
Oh, this is actually the full.
Oh, it just keeps shrinking.
Yeah. It will
And
just
then you
keep
have it in
expanding.
in sorted order by date. That's why it looks like they're all the same date. Is that
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah. It's all
I'm just
sorted.
shared that because like look, it looks
Hmm.
different than mine. That's what I mean to say.
Yeah. Yeah. This is sorted, but I think it's just the formatting for the order date. Um. So basically for this one, I will have tons of. Can you sort it like this here and start with say just 2015 and let's see if we have the same. You should have like multiple replicates of January 1, 2015 in there the same day. Um,
Mm. Sorry, one more time. Can you show how you would sort it? Or
yeah,
don't you do right
here
click?
in
Oh no.
this, yeah,
Okay. And then do
yeah,
that.
and you can just unselect all and then just retain this January 1, 2015.
They're all on the first.
Yeah, New Year.
No, I have
Hmm.
many dates.
Oh, really? Hmm.
Yeah.
What happened with my date set? Wait, did I mess up with it? Um, let me see. Hmm. Maybe because let me see. Let me try doing it again here. 2015. Let's remove the year. The, so hmm. Why is it like that? Uh, which one? Can you put it back on? Is it the original format when you open it? It looks like that already. You did not apply
I think
any.
yeah, because I haven't been doing the transformations alongside you. I've just been
Hmm.
watching. So this is the untransformed or whatever. I need to charge. Just make sure.
Hmm. Let me think. Um. Ah, you're using the model view, not the Power Query editor earlier, Grace. It looks like this, right?
Where?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Table view, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. For the table view, if you go to the Power Query editor, then we'll have the same like format. So it will have this like now that I think about it when we go to Power Query editor, it should also look like this. But let's take a look pretty quickly. I think it messes up. It messes up with the format. If we go to the order date, yeah, it messes up with the format.
Mm.
Uh, yeah. Let me see if I can fix it. No, no, no. Hmm. Yeah, I think it doesn't fix it. Yeah, for some reason when you go to Power Query Editor, it just messes up with the order date. But when you go to the model view or table view, you'll have there the actual thing. Um, maybe there's some issues with Power Query Editor. It just messes up with the format. The correct one is supposed to be this, because this is the actual, like, yeah, this is the actual thing that's been showing in the presentation in the chart. This, yeah, is the correct one. So going back, if we wanted to be like in certain granularity in terms of date, um, since the day is identified, there must be a way to show the, like, let me see, control levels. Hmm, I want to change my y-axis to um, hmm, this can be removed here. Um, Give week. Maybe this one would do. Um, which format was it? Wednesday. This should be working like that. It should show the days of the week. I think let's work on it. How this column are displayed. Um, hmm. I'm pretty sure this too should accomplish that. Like show the days of the week in here, or maybe I'm just missing some
Mm.
necessary step here. Let me see. Could be text. Let's see. Instead of a number, so that Yeah, it doesn't date time. Do we need to format it, John? I think I've done it before without reformatting it. Let's see. Hmm. Big format. Okay, let's try. Let's try reformatting the day of week just to accomplish that goal. Day of week. Oh, year to year. No, I don't need those. It should be. Let's just copy that. Oh, why is it showing like this? Um, yeah, because you divided that into categories. Hasiba. That's why yours is a bit different. You use the pizza category as a sort of subcategories in your chart. Pizza sales order date. Is it quadruple D for days of the week? Um, let's see. Days
Yeah,
of the
yes, sir. I
what?
created a new column for that.
Well, it worked, John.
New column, yes.
Yes. Let's say order date. Oh, format pizza order date. My order date is already a text. Oh, not yet. Day of week. A single value for column.
I think, sir, you
Um,
are calculating a measure
this is a
instead
computed
of,
column.
yes,
Yeah, yeah,
instead of
yeah.
a column.
Yeah, that's why it's telling single value. Yeah, my bad. Day of week. Delete from model. New column. Yeah, why am I doing that in it as a measure? Let me see. Day of week. Okay, so we have Thursday. Yeah, we can change this to day of week here. Yeah, so we have it now. Well, the trend is almost the same for each for each pizza category, which is kind of surprising that on Sundays they have less sales. So
Oh,
Sundays,
wait, sir. The x-axis is not sorted. Friday, Saturday, Thursday, it is randomly arranged.
even though the values
But
are
the values are low
the
on
values
Sunday.
are yeah, even if it's not yet sorted, you would see that the lowest point would be on Sunday, which is it the setup in the US, Grace Hasiba? You don't eat typically pizza.
Yeah, Sunday would, I mean, you still
Mm,
can, but Sunday would be like getting ready for the week. So a lot of times cooking at home. And then, of
mm,
course, Friday, because you're so tired from the work week, you don't want to cook dinner. So you say, let's order pizza or sports or
okay.
something, parties, sports games. Then you watch on Friday, Saturday, and then the
Friday.
pizza sales go up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm. Yeah,
Friday is the
it's
most.
sorted this way because it started John with like the highest observation for all of them. So just to get that trend. Interesting, interesting. So if you're a domino store owner, what would you do if you see this? So it goes back to business
Well,
intelligence.
you you wouldn't buy chicken on Friday just for it to not be ordered throughout the
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So if you're trying to rotate your employees, maybe the best way to like have have their shifts like longer and potentially maybe more people would be during Fridays and less people during Sundays. So that way you can optimize your employees' time and also your stocks. Your stocks should be ready during Fridays and Saturdays when the sales of pizza are relatively the highest as compared to the other days. So there's an interesting stuff here. There's a bump like every Thursday and hmm, Tuesdays and Thursdays, like during the middle or hmm.
But it's not in most of the pizzas but the chicken. I wonder if they have promotions on those days.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same because the slope tend to be sharply increasing on Thursdays and Tuesdays, and then it then goes back with the trend. So there could be promotional stuffs going on during these days. That's why you have those bumps, those sharp slopes. So it warrants more investigation what they're doing with during those days. Probably, but there must be an explanation to that, right?
If the Thursdays are higher than Saturdays, why didn't
Hmm.
the graph put Thursdays before? Because if you look at the x-axis, they're not necessarily in order.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
it like at first glance it appears it puts the days of the week based on highest to lowest.
Well. The only well, I should say the one in which the Thursday is higher than Saturday is for the Supreme. If you look at the veggie, the Saturday is still higher than the Thursday, right?
Okay,
For the classic, they're just the same.
the same.
So yeah, the Supreme tends to be higher every Thursdays and Tuesdays. Could be corporate stuffs like maybe during this time they. Well, I'm thinking more about every Fridays if we're speaking about corporate stuff like they would be treating their employees with pizza. It would be likely more on a Friday, right?
Mhm.
We don't
I could
know.
see, I mean, definitely at the hospital they do treat with pizza, but that could be like any day of the week. It's
Any
just like
day.
your
But
average household, they're way more likely to order on a Friday night because they just want to socialize, they want to not
hmm,
cook anymore, like that.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I think this is a good insight that pizza shop owners can take advantage of, like employee maximization or optimization employee time and also stocks. Now let's move forward to let's look at the higher time frame. Like let's look at the months because there should be a sort of seasonality or cyclical pattern right there, right?
Hmm,
What's with October,
I don't know.
right? October and June, like hmm. And even December, the sales of pizza drops.
I think because of holidays.
Yeah, the holidays. I think you're not eating pizza so much during that
But
time,
then
right?
why is it high in November? Much higher
Maybe
in
because of
November than it is December.
yeah,
That's weird.
very interesting. And one thing to note here is the pattern for the Supreme. We've identified that it is quite different when we looked at it during the like days of the week, and even with months, they tend to have this weird pattern. It drops during September, drops significantly. What is the Supreme? Is it like large size pizza, or in terms
It's
of
not necessarily the size, but more correlated with like just more toppings on the pizza.
toppings? Yeah, let's think about the weather. September is fall, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm wondering one of the first things is it correlated with some sports schedule? Like football
Probably.
season starts in the fall, something
Hmm.
like this, right? And then people will gather and have more pizzas.
So
But
it
even
starts
then it still
rising
doesn't
again.
make sense with the sports schedule either. So, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, I'm now doubting the accuracy of the data set. Maybe it's just the credibility of the data set. Maybe this is not realistic at all. If it violates what we can observe from reality, then it could be that the data set is just messed up. Right. Now let's look at the yearly. The
Or maybe
yearly.
you just draw the conclusion that there's no correlation between the month of the year and
Mm,
pizza sales.
yeah,
You know,
could be, but
like
um,
I could say, like January may be low because in January everybody makes New Year's resolutions. A lot of
oh,
times it's to eat healthier, work out more, and but January is
yeah.
not a low sales month, so I don't,
But there's a sort of cyclical pattern here. If you look at it, the bumps tend to happen like every certain number of months, like one, two, three, four, then down, one, two, three, four. Mm. So how do we do? For example, we have this kind of um chart. So we have to explain this valleys and this peaks. Um, like for example, you did some promotional stuffs here, and eventually the sales went up, and after some time, there should be a plateauing, not immediate drop. I'm not doubting really the accuracy of the data set, because this doesn't happen like after like the drop would be as extreme as this. Usually at some point it just plateaus and then slowly drops, but not like this one. It's like something happened here and then it eventually went down like that and then went up again. So I'm now doubting, given this erratic movement, I'm now doubting the accuracy of the data. I'm expecting more like this, like the Supreme, the behavior of the Supreme um pizza category. Apophenia. I'm not familiar with it. Let me look it up. Apophenia. Oh yeah. Yeah.
just maybe.
I guess yeah, maybe I'm overthinking and trying to just make
That's
up.
a good word to know in data, I guess. I just googled it. I didn't know what the word was. I put a definition and I said,
Yeah.
"What's that called?"
It's like when you see a picture from Mars and you try to like your brain would start making or identifying certain shapes that could be like referring to like human or any
Exactly. Your frame of
uh,
reference is Earthside, so you
yeah.
put Earthside anthropological things on
Hmm.
it. Yeah.
like looking into the clouds. You try to create anything that you can associate with the real one. So yeah, that's how you do it. With different data, well, of course you have to correctly identify the the visualization type that you need to do. But I think John would be able to help you with that. Let me think. Um, hmm, what else? I think we can end at this point and continue with it on Monday. So on Monday, the focus would be like the model view. I think that's the only part with Power BI. But again, I would like to apologize. I gotta be honest with you. This DAX right here, this DAX window, I haven't really messed up with it yet. Not sure like how I supposed to use this. Um, but this is something new that I really need to look for. The coding is easy. The coding part we can just use Copilot. They used Copilot here. But this main window for it, I am not really sure yet. So I'll be letting you explore this. Maybe maybe I'll look for resources once I start learning it and then share it with you. I think that's the best way to go so that you can also know how to use it. Mm. But the way I've seen it earlier, when we filtered the table, I think it's more of um yeah, data manipulation also. Like we can segment the data set using DAX here. But we can also do that in the Power Query editor as well. So anyway, I'll be ending here. So I'll be transferring you to John for the labs. Now for the labs, John, let them try this different visualizations, and if they encounter any issues, please help them. Um, just um get as much experience working with the software. It's completely normal to forget things, but it would be very easy for you to remember them once you get that experience doing it. So yep, thank you very much everyone, and we're nearing the end of the course. Um,
So today you're not assigning the exam
uh, I'll be assigning it tomorrow. Uh,
tomorrow?
well, John already has the files. John, what do you think? Should we let them enjoy the Sunday first or the weekend, and then maybe share the or assign the exam on Monday? What do you think?
It is ready on the canvas. It is just waiting for it to be published.
Publish.
But
What do you think?
maybe
I vote
I'll
On
wait.
Monday. I want you to enjoy the weekend, but if you want
yes.
a little bit of stress, the
Then how many do we have time? Like
I
our
think
last day is
so.
on Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I think Siba also has a point. Maybe John, you can already introduce the exam to them and maybe publish the thing.
And I'm
Um,
also thinking, sir, if I can introduce them the model view because I prepared
yes,
some lab on it so
yeah,
that
yeah,
they
yeah, sure.
can introduce the
Connect to
connections
the
between, yes,
table. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please,
the
please.
connections between the
So whatever
tables.
whatever you feel that would really help the group, Grace, Asiba, and Jeff. Unfortunately,
Yes,
Jeff
sir.
is not present now. I think that would really help them. I would really appreciate it, and I think it would really be added value. So yeah, I think that's how we should do it. For your presentation, um, it will not be too formal, but I'll be asking you questions like not on the mechanical aspect, of course, more about the data itself. Like here, you've asked so many wonderful questions about what could have happened, why the sales drop, why is it that it is like this, what can we do given that insights that we were able to come up with from the data, those kinds of things. Um, I think that's more important aside from asking the mechanical part, the the step by step process. So yeah, that's how we will do it. Monday would be our last meeting. So I would want it to be like a discussion moving forward. Like after the program, what do you have to do in order to sharpen your skills better? You have I think, for example, well, Hasiba, Grace, and Jeff, um, you've gained substantial amount of knowledge uh, from the past 16 weeks. Substantial amount, really. So I think you're ready for taking the advanced one with Guel. The advanced one with Guel would be about machine learning. So you will not be only ready to take up the role as a data analyst, but also as a data scientist once you finish that. So Guel is teaching advanced data analytics, and I highly recommend that you take that while everything is fresh from IDA. So ADA is heavy on Python, heavy on SQL, as in heavy, very fast pace, and focused on methods. You'll be running so many different statistical models there. You made it in a way that you don't need to go back to calculus or linear algebra to understand it. So um, yeah, I think that would be on Monday. Like, let's do some discussion about it. That moving forward, what you should have to do, or maybe some other options for you. So yeah, yep. Let's see each other on Monday. And I apologize, John, for taking like 55 minutes of your time. Thank you very much for your help. Appreciate it. Bye bye, guys.
Thank you.
Good
Have
luck.
a
Bye.
good
Thank you,
Thank
one.
you.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Introduce them to exam. I
Yes,
think
sir. Okay, sir.
they would appreciate. Okay. Bye bye.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So I guess before we move on our lab session, let's have a 10-minute
I
break.
need a break. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Let's have a break. 10
Let's do
minutes.
15 minutes.
Okay,
10
okay.
minutes.
Okay, sure, sure, sure.
11:55. So 12:10. Okay.
Okay, 12 time.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Are you there, Grace and Nasiba?
Yes.
Okay. How about Grace? Hello, Grace. Are you there? So let me show you this.